We have Laura here now. If you have a question, just go ahead and raise your hand. And Susie, go ahead.
Hi, Laura. I just wanted to ask overall, just what are your kind of thoughts heading into this match against Gotham on the threats that they present and what the team's been focused on in terms of limiting those?
Yeah, we've spoken a lot about, being as good with the ball as we've been of late, which I think we've been quite good with it. We've possessed it well. Making sure we try and keep doing those things, whilst also knowing that they, they try and make the field really big, really expansive. So defensively, how we can solve that by making sure we can take care of all the spaces that they tried to exploit. So that's been our big focus areas for us.
And one more for me, and I know Jeff has his hand raised even though you can't see it, but last week was a pretty hot and physical battle between the Gotham and the Spirit. It seems like you're going to have another pretty warm and humid day, and just wondering on the physical side of things and how important and it will be to win the duels, win the first and second balls in this match.
Oh yeah, I mean in every NWSL game I feel like that's an absolute must. To be honest, we've trained twice here. Yesterday was really pleasant, and today there's been no real sun, so the weather, touch wood, hasn't been as bad as everyone thought it was going to be, which I'm hoping stays for tomorrow's game, because a 1 p.m. kickoff here can be brutal. But yeah, I think on the physical side, we know that we have to be good in those moments, no matter who you play, to be honest. I think they're so crucial. So tomorrow will be no different.
Thanks, Susie. Jeff, go ahead.
Laura, you've got 2 more matches till international break, 6 possible points. The math on it is that 8th place spot is still only about 8 points away. Is this an opportunity right now to grab a few of those points so that when you go into the break, you maybe have a chance to build on some stuff while playing the matches with the Mexican teams, things like that? Or is it just got to focus on just what's in front of you right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we know that to even be talking about playoffs at this point in the season where we're at would be, I think, foolish, to be honest. I think we have to just take every game as it comes, and our focus every game is we want to win. So would getting 3 points tomorrow be huge in trying to change the narrative of what our seasons look like so far? Yes. Would then another 3 points, I just see it as these singular opportunities really, rather than thinking about it in regards to the bigger picture, because I think that the bigger picture means absolutely nothing if you just don't take care of the points that are in front of you. And unfortunately, last week we let 2 of those slip. So I think we just have to make sure we take care of trying to get a result tomorrow, and then we do the same thing next week against Utah.
Looking at the defensive performance, you've still done a pretty good job controlling the last few matches, keeping teams' dangerous opportunities contained. Is that where you're looking to build on right now from the defense forward, or is it you've got to get some goals?
No, I think it has to be that defensive solidity. It has to be a big part of who we are. I think we have to make sure that we make it as hard as possible for teams to score on us. So that, and yes, do we want to create chances and score more goals? Of course, but I think we've learned the hard way that if you don't do the solid defensive, be hard to beat mentality first and foremost, that this league's unrelenting, and then you're going to get into games where you're having to score 5 or 6 to win games, and we're just never going to be that team. So I think we have to make sure that defensive solidity is our number 1 priority.
How are you feeling about Claudia's return at this point in time? She's now gotten a chance to get back in the nets after some matches off. This will be my last question.
Yeah, I thought she was very good against Portland. She had probably more to do in that game. I think she got taught a hard lesson in the Louisville game there was moments of opportunity where she could have just controlled the game a little bit more and taken time off the clock, and we could have just walked away with 3 points. And I think she's learned that'll be a good learning curve for her because we don't get in those opportunities very often. But yeah, overall, I think she's done a good job since she's come back.
Thanks, Jeff. Susie?
I was just going to ask how the team was doing overall health-wise.
Yeah, we picked up a couple of knocks last week, which was disappointing, and both Lou and Ryan haven't travelled, so outside of that we're fine, but those two haven't been able to make it.
Thanks, Susie. That's it for questions, and we're good. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.